Hello. So today I want to talk about this story I came across when I was just browsing my library shelves. So this is The Missing Crypto Queen by Jamie Bartlett. And I never heard of this story before until I grabbed this book, but it's about Dr. Ruja, I think is how they pronounce her name. And so it says 175 countries, $4 billion, and one scam. So, you know how they say there's nothing new under the sun. I have yet to understand the cryptocurrency situation, and I'm not even trying to understand it, but that's what this is all about. So, Dr. Ruja, she teamed up with a business partner who was trying to form his own cryptocurrency business. And I think it was Japan or somewhere. I forget that person's name, but she teamed up with him. He employed her to help assist with getting his business off the ground, I guess. And hello, my name is Tamika, and whether you stumbled upon Junkie for a Story or are here by intention, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please give it a like and subscribe by the end of the video, and hit the bell for notifications so you won't miss new videos when they are released. And now, on to the video. In the process, she ended up stealing his idea and forming her own company, which she called, I think, OneCoin or something like that. Yes, OneCoin. And so Dr. Ruja is a very intelligent woman. She is an Oxford grad. She speaks, I think they said 6 languages. And she had this aspiration to become a billionaire before she turned 30. So at this point, when she was forming her crypto business, she was in her late 20s and she had not acquired the fortunes she aspired to thus far. So she, being the ambitious and intelligent woman that she is, she was determined to reach that goal, okay? So I think she comes from Bolivia or somewhere. She was born in one country, but then it sounds like she has lived in multiple countries throughout her life. I'm not quite sure what country she calls home, but she, and hence that is why she has a unique accent that's quite hard to place at times, and she speaks the multiple languages. But anyway, so she decides to start this cryptocurrency business, and everything's going well, and she's one of these charismatic women who, I guess from her family background and education, she knows how to speak to the average person to get them to pique their interest and take their money. So she had this major event where she announced that, OneCoin was going to be the biggest cryptocurrency out there. And, she made all these promises that just sound enticing. And, she lured a lot of people into her plans. And a lot of people put their money into this idea. And so she had this one caveat that was like, I think she was saying she was going to limit the number of coins that they would create, her OneCoin company. She was going to limit the number of coins, and that's what kind of made that made one coin stand out from the others, like Bitcoin and whoever else is out there. So, she was saying all along they would stop at a certain number, and I forgot what the number was, but they were only supposed to make a certain number of coins. But then sounds like people got greedy, I don't know what happened, but things changed, and then she upped it and started making more coins. But then people were noticing that they weren't getting payouts. They were just sort of, everyone was putting their money into this business, but when people asked for their money back, things got a little shifty. So, Miss Crypto Queen, she is quite the lady who likes to, she kind of comes across to me like a Kim Kardashian type, or like it's kind of like a Cinderella story if Cinderella was a criminal, right? Because she's this woman from humble beginnings, she has a brother, and she lured her brother into this business, but her brother was on the verge or already in criminal activity himself. So he didn't come with clean hands, right? And so he joined his sister in this Ponzi scheme. But it took some people a couple of months, years to figure out that it was a Ponzi scheme once people started asking for the money back and there was no money to return. And so then there was, federal investigations, and Crypto Queen is known for making public appearances, and she likes to be the identity of the company. But eventually, when the heat was on her, she vanished. She vanished, okay? Now, she did in the midst of all of this excitement and activity, she did get married and had a baby girl. And her personal life kind of steered her in another direction. She wasn't so focused on her business. And so what brought her down, I don't even know if I can say what brought her down, but what forced her into the disappearing act that she did was an affair she was having with a man who was not her husband. And this man decided to work with the government when the government had, stuff on him, and it would lighten his sentence or what have you. So he worked with the government to try to find Dr. Ruja. And then she went into hiding, because she realized the game was up and nothing left to say, right? So this is quite an interesting story. And it goes by really, really quick. I must say, well, it is short actually, but let's see. It's about 200. Well, if we include the afterword, it's 278 pages. I kind of went back and forth between the book and the physical book and the audio book. And the audio book is quite riveting. The way, I'm not sure, I can't remember if Jamie Bartlett reads the audio book or not. I think so, but if that's incorrect, I will let you know. But the audiobook is quite riveting. It's an interesting tale. Again, I never heard of it. And there is a podcast available as well. But, I mean, she walks away with an enormous amount of wealth. I don't even think they have a number. Like, it doesn't sound like the government even knows quite how much. Well, I mean, they're saying $4 billion. But if you're interested in a story about how a woman, how a woman managed to scam millions of people out of millions of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars, I would recommend The Missing Crypto Queen. It is quite a revealing story about an ambitious woman, an intelligent woman, a capable woman who conned many. So, yeah, this is a great book, and I don't really hear people talking about it. I know I'm kind of late on it. What's new? But because this did come out a couple of years ago, I think like 20, let me see, 20. Oh, this is the first US edition. It says 2022. So, because I know the podcast, I think, was even earlier. But anyway, that's my take on this. Something to read on your ride, wherever, or just if you got time for a book. Hey, I would recommend this one. Well, that does it for me. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like, comment, subscribe if you choose. And I will put a link in the description to the bookshop if you want more information on this book by Jamie Bartlett. And that does it for me. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.